Welcome to Brainbox. So now we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of metals. In the previous session, we just discussed about physical properties. So let's now continue with the chemical properties of metals. So chemical properties means reactions of metals with something. So let's see reactions of metals or with some elements, right? So first we will see reaction with oxygen. So the first thing what we are going to see is reaction with oxygen. Right, now let us see this point that how the metals are going to react with oxygen. See, there are many metals which directly combine with the oxygen, but anyway, whether they are reacting with oxygen or not, this always depends upon the reactivity of the metals. So there are few metals which reacts directly with oxygen, in the sense, for example, we will take sodium. Okay, now the sodium metal directly combines with oxygen and it forms the corresponding oxide. So the formula of oxide is like this. And this reaction is very rigorous, that if you leave the sodium metal in atmospheric oxygen, this directly combines with the oxygen to form the oxide. Similarly, if magnesium is there, the metal magnesium burns in presence of oxygen to form its oxide. In the sense, it reacts, but actually for the reaction, it needs somewhat high temperatures. So likewise, depending upon the reactivity of metal, see here, sodium is more reactive, hence rigorously reacts even in the absence of heat. But for the magnesium to react with oxygen, we require some heat, means some temperatures are required to make this reaction happen. Similarly, if we take iron, so the iron reacts with water in presence of moisture. So the reaction will be like this. So it reacts with oxygen, but anyway, as long as there is no moisture present, this reaction is difficult, right? But in presence of moisture, the same reaction happens to form the hydrated oxide. So hydrated oxide means it is Fe2O3 is the oxide of iron, where you have two water molecules in the crystalline structure. Right, so this is hydrated iron oxide, which we simply call it as rust. Okay, so like this, there are many metals which can combine with the oxygen, and whichever may be the metal, if it combines with oxygen, the ultimate product which is formed is oxide of the metal. So what is the product formed? Product formed is oxide of metal is the product formed. Got it? Now, let us now go with the next case, that reaction with water. And while reacting with water, there are few metals which forms hydroxides, few metals which forms oxides, and still some metals are there which generally give up, like means they combine not only with the oxygen, they combine with the oxygen, water, and even the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere also to give some other compounds. Right, so the general reaction, whenever the given compound reacts with water, means the generally thing produced is, common product is hydroxide of metal. Okay, and moreover, there is one property of metal when it reacts with water is release hydrogen. What they release? They release hydrogen. So this is the basic property of any metal. Whenever they react with water, they form their corresponding hydroxides, mostly hydroxides. If not, they can even form their oxides also, and they release hydrogen. Now for this again, we will take the example of sodium. See, sodium reacts very rigorously with the water to form its corresponding hydroxide. So the formula of hydroxide of sodium is NaOH, and at the same time hydrogen gas is also released. And to balance this, I am taking it like this. So 2 molecules of sodium reacts with 2 molecules of water to form 2 molecules of sodium hydroxide and forms 1 molecule of hydrogen. So this is the basic property of every metal. While reacting with water, it can release hydrogen, right? And similarly, we can even take magnesium also. If at all we have taken magnesium, magnesium also reacts with water. Okay, and the formula of hydroxide of magnesium is MgOH twice, right? So magnesium hydroxide, and this metal means after forming the magnesium hydroxide, it even releases hydrogen. Okay, so every metal, almost whenever it reacts with moisture, it reacts with water, it forms the corresponding hydroxide with the release of hydrogen. But the only difference what we can find is few metals reacts very fastly and few metals reacts slowly, right? Like the metals like sodium, potassium reacts very fastly, and the metals like magnesium, aluminium reacts slowly, right? And there are some metals which reacts with oxygen, moisture, and also with the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere to form the corresponding compounds. So example, we will take copper. So copper combines with oxygen present in the atmosphere and water, means the moisture present in the atmosphere, and even with the carbon dioxide to form a compound which is the combination of copper hydroxide plus, means it's not double, means two compounds, it's a single compound. So let's take CuOH twice dot CuCO3. It's a mixture of hydroxide and carbonate, copper hydroxide and copper carbonate, and this is the green color coating on copper vessels. So on copper vessels, you would have seen, means when the copper vessels are left for much time, we will see a green color coating will be developed on copper vessels, and that green color coating formula is this. It is a mixture of copper hydroxide with copper carbonate, right? So these are the reactions of metals with oxygen and even with the water also. So in all these things, basically what you would have observed, so thing is the reaction, almost every metal reacts with oxygen and water also. If it reacts with oxygen, it forms the corresponding oxide, and if it reacts with water, it forms the corresponding hydroxide with the release of hydrogen gas, right? But thing is, the difference is that it depends upon the reactivity of metal. More reactive metals reacts very rigorously even at the room temperatures also. But if the metal is less reactive, the same reacts slowly and may require some heat or temperatures. Okay, have a look.